Okay, so today we're going to be going over lesson 5 for Math 3. It's going to be solving radical equations, okay? Because we're basically solving, but now we have square root for cube root, okay? So for example 1, jump right into it. We have the instructions are to solve for x. We have the square root of 4x plus 1 plus 8 equals 11. Okay? So just order of operations, right? We're going to go right through it step by step. We're going to deal with our square root later. So I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. We're going to be left with the square root of 4x plus 1 equals positive 2. Right, to get rid of that square root, we need to square both sides. So let's go ahead and do that. Just going to square both sides. So these are inverse operations, so the square root is just going to go away. And over here, we're going to be left with 9. Okay? Now we're just solving for x. Okay, we want to subtract 1 from both sides. So we have 4x equals 8. Divide by 4, so x equals 2. Now with these problems, you really want to double check to make sure all your answers are correct, especially since we're going to be using square root. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a calculator here to help me out. I'm just going to plug in to make sure both the left and right hand side get the same answer. So I'm just going to go, I know I need, if I plug in positive 2 for x, I should get 11. If I have 11, it's a good answer, and it's 4 times positive 2. 1, and then on outside of my parentheses, that's it. So that is positive 11. This is a good solution. Right. So next problem. The square root of 5x plus 71 plus 16 equals 22. Okay. Come on. Okay, so start by moving the positive 16 to the other side. So we have 5x plus 71 equals 22 minus 16 is going to end up being 6. And we need to get rid of that square root. So we're going to square both sides. On the right hand side, we're going to be left with 36. And on the left hand side, you're going to have just what's the inverse, what's left over. Okay? Again, this is just now a two-step equation from math 1. We're going to subtract 71 from both sides. Right? So 73 would be negative 36, so it's going to end up being negative 35 over here. We're going to be left with 5x. Divide by 5 on both sides. So x is going to equal negative 7. Again, I'm just going to double check this. I'm going to throw this in on my left hand side, everything. I'm going to throw negative 7 in here. You should get negative 22. So the square root of 5 times negative 7 plus 71 on the outside plus 16, which is positive 72. Again, we could answer. Right, so that's example 1. Now, you're not. Sometimes you're gonna have multiple answers. Okay, you still need to check them. Okay? Same idea though. We're gonna have the square root of 7x plus 30 equals x plus 6. Okay, so nothing for us to move. We're just gonna jump right into squaring this side. Okay, well, this side is just gonna be left with 7x plus 30. On the right hand side, I'm going to use my box method to help us out with this. Right? So I'm just going to make a 2 by 2 box because I'm doing a binomial times a binomial. We have x positive 6, x positive 6. X times x is going to be x squared, 6x, 6x, positive 36. Okay? So we're going to be left with x squared plus, 6 plus 6 is going to be 12x and 36. Again, that's one seeing where I got that 12x and just adding these two together. Okay? Again, trying to solve for x. Now we have a square. We're going to move everything to one side of the equation. So I'm going to go ahead and move that 7x and the 30 over. going to subtract by 30. We're left with 0 equals x squared. 12 minus 7 is going to be positive 5. And 36 minus 30 is going to be positive 6. I'm just going to factor now. Once two numbers are multiplied together get positive 6, that add up to 5. Our two factors are going to be 2 and 3. So we get 0 equals x plus 2, x plus 3. So now I just need to solve for each factor separately. So this is going to end up subtract 2 from both sides. We get x equals negative 2. Subtract 3 from both sides. We get x equals negative 3. Okay? Now we need to check our answer. Right? So I'm going to go ahead. I know that if I use negative 2, it's going to have negative 2 plus 6. And for my right-hand side, all I did is I plugged it into this hand side. I need to get my original equation. It has to be positive 4. Positive 4 if it works. If it doesn't, yes, it's not a right answer. So the next line, I'm going to do the square root of 7 times negative 2 plus parentheses plus 34. Perfect. Negative 2 is a good answer. Let's check the 4. So it's going to do square root of 7 times negative 3 plus 30. We do negative 3 plus 6. Both equal positive 3. So negative 3 is also an answer. So let's do a couple more examples. Things like that from time to time. Same idea. Right? So now we've got to square both sides. Okay, so we're going to be left with, we're going to be left with 2x plus 12. My square root's going to be, it's going to go away. Over here, we're going to be multiplying x plus 2, x plus 2, so we're going to do our box method. X squared, 2x, 2x, we get 4. We're going to do x squared plus 4x plus 4. Again, we have a square in the problem, so we're going to move everything to the right-hand side. I'm going to subtract 2x. I'm also going to subtract 12. It's going to go away, and left is 0. On the right-hand side, we have x squared plus 2x minus 8. Okay, so got to factor that. Looking for two numbers and multiply together, get 1 times negative 8, so negative 8. And then divided by, that add up to positive 2. So for our factors, it's either 1 and 8, and 2 and 4. I want it to be multiplied together, get a negative, but add it to a positive. So 4 is going to be bigger. I'm going to multiply that by negative 2. We get 0 equals x plus 4, x minus 2, x plus 4 equals 0, x minus 2 equals 0. We get, after subtracting 4, we get x equals negative 4. That's one possible answer. We also get positive 2. So again, just going to put the calculator. Right, and make our life a little easier. I'm going to go back to the original equation. Right, so I'm going to plug in my square root. We have 2 times negative 4 plus 12 is positive 2. And then on the right-hand side, we're going to have negative 4 plus 2. Right, to see how these are not the same answer, like they don't end up doing the same thing, they're not going to be equal to each other, this is not going to be one of your answers. When you type this in as alpha math, please do not use that answer. Just use the ones that work. Just double check our 2 now. We can do square roots of 2 times 2 plus 12, positive 4, and then we're going to have 2 plus 2 is also positive 4. So just positive 2 is going to be your answer. This example 2. All right, so example 3. So now You got square roots on both sides of our equation. And do the same steps. I'm going to get rid of the square roots first. I'm going to start by multiplying. Sorry, not multiplying. We're going to be squaring both sides. So this is going to end up on the right hand side, pretty easy. It's just going to be x plus x. On the left hand side, we're going to get square root of x, positive 1, square root of x, positive 1. So x squared times the square root of x times the square root of x is just going to be x. Square root of x times 1 is going to be square root of x. Square root of x times 1 is going to be square root of x. And then 1 times 1 is 1. Okay? We're going to start with 11x. We have two square roots. We have two square root of x's. We also have a 1. Okay? Then start moving things, right? And I'll start by moving this negative x, moving that x over. These are both going to cancel out. We're left with 2 square root of x plus 1 equals positive 6. Move the 1 over. Right, now we have just an x. We have 2 square root of x equals 5. If I divide by both sides, we get the square root of x equals 5 over 2. Let's give it as a fraction. Square both sides. We're going to end up with 25 squared is going to be, sorry, 5 squared is 25. 2 squared is 4. Now we just need to double check our work, double check our answer. Feel free to use a calculator for this, right? We're going to do 25 divided by 4 is 2.5. Yep. I'm going to add 1 to that. The outside not 7 cents. So, 3.5. So, come on. I know. What do you got? 7.5. And if I go to the other side, I have 25 divided by 4. And if I can F6, F6 is input on my state. Just change that and 7.5, right? This is a good answer for us. Okay? Right, so you're not always going to have a solution, right? So let's take a look at the last one. Okay? Again, same idea. We're squaring both sides. Doing some algebra now. Okay, so right hand side is just going to be x plus 1. Left hand side, we need to do our box method. We have the square root of x minus 5, square root of x minus 5, with x, negative 5x, square root of 5, negative 5 square root of x, and then we have positive 25, right? So we have x minus 10 square root of x plus 25, okay? So they're moving x's, right? So we count that from both sides. We get negative 10 square root of x plus 25 equals 1. Now we have just one x, let's move everything to the other side. And we'll do minus 25. We get negative 10, sorry, square root of x equals negative 24 divided by negative 10. We have square root of x equals, we can simplify this, that's going to be positive. And you can simplify the top and bottom by dividing by 2 on both of those. So it'd be 12 over 5, and that's all the simplification we can do. Square both sides, we're going to be left with 12 squared is 144, 5 squared is 25. Now let's double check the original equation. Okay? So we have the square roots of 144 divided by 25. We do the all minus 5. Be negative 2.6, or if you use right as a fraction, it'd be negative 13 over 5. And the next one down. Okay, so now we're going to do the square roots of, going to be 144 divided by 25. Inside the square root, we're going to do plus 1. Okay, notice how same number, but one's positive, one's negative. So these are not going to work. So this is not going to be working, and you're going to write no solution. Okay? Right. So that is how you solve equations with radicals or square root symbols. Okay? If you have any questions, please feel free to message me. And we'll see you later. Have a good night. Good day.